Hey guys, so today we're going to try out something I'm very excited yet nervous at the same time. I feel like I'm more nervous than excited because it's a DeTan sunscreen, and if you guys know my track record with DeTan sunscreens, it's not been very good so far. I should have grabbed something to open this, or like opened it off camera, because it's like completely sealed. I haven't even broken the seal yet. So today we're going to be trying out Cica Calming Mattifying Sunscreen from DeTan. It is fragrance free. It says light gel cream, which is what is kind of, I would say, like, that's why I bought it. If it did not say that, I would not have bought it. It's been a while since I've like held a tube from DeTan. I feel like their packaging is quite different and unique, like the component itself. It says oily, acne prone skin, 80 minutes water resistant. Now whenever a sunscreen is water resistant, I'm always scared because those formulas don't work well. Oil free, matte finish. Okay, let's just do it, you guys. I will take it in my hand first. Okay, so it's definitely cream. It's not that silicone-y texture like what okay, this is going on very well, you guys, actually. Wow, I am pleasantly surprised. It's very thin, because when they say water resistant, it's usually like that very thick, like zinc oxide wala feeling. But this is going on very nicely. Wow, this went very well. I'll just take a little bit more to put on my neck. It looks amazing. I am very pleasantly surprised, let's just say that. And because this one went so well, I want to actually use the Mango DeTan gel sunscreen on this half of my face, because honestly the anxiety that these will work well for me or not has been killing me. So let's just do it. I feel like we're having a good day with DeTan sunscreens, so I want to try out the other one as well on the other half of my face and see how that goes. This one is, I mean, seems similar, but this one does not say light gel cream. This one just says oil free, and again same thing, oily combination, normal skin, but this is natural finish versus this one said matte finish. So yeah, I can definitely see that it's got that satin matte finish. This one says a natural finish, which again I don't mind. I just need DeTan sunscreens to not pill on me, that's all. So let's take again one finger. This is how much we're gonna take, and I mean, the Cica one feels better, I'll say that, but this one does not seem that bad either. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Let me see what both the sides look like in person, and then I can probably tell you how the finish differs. And I mean, I don't think either of them are pilling, which is, I mean, that was honestly my biggest concern, you guys. Like, if these work, like there's no one who's going to be happier than me. So let me give you up close and personal like side by side of both of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, I did look at what they both look like in person, and if I'm going to be completely honest, there isn't much of a difference. Even though one says it's got more of a matte finish and the other says natural finish, I feel like both of them basically dried down the same. There is no white cast, there is not any overly like shininess, but you have to understand when you're putting a product on your face, most likely it's going to leave a little bit of a, at least like products are going to reflect off of your face, right? So there is that little bit of a sheen, which is normal with every single product. Obviously, like I've repeated this multiple times throughout this video, that I am very happy that neither of them have pilled and they have gone on my skin really well. So I am very excited to keep using these, and I'm just so glad that I finally found something from Dot & Key in terms of their sunscreens which work for me, because I have other favorites. I love their face washes, I love their moisturizers. It's just that the sunscreens had not worked for me till date, and now I'm glad that I have two that work for me and that I can actually use up the entire bottle. So I'm going to keep using them and share with you guys updated thoughts in months to come. But yes, that is basically for this video. So yeah. Hey guys, so today we're going to be testing out Chemist that Plays Intensely Hydrating Gel Sunscreen. It's called their 1% Hyaluronic Acid Complex, SPF 50+, PA 4+. I'm excited. At the same time, I'm nervous. I usually always am when I am testing out a new sunscreen. Now, I have to say the packaging is smaller than I expected. I don't know what is up with like Pilgrim, even Chemist that Play coming out with like really small sunscreens. I don't know whether this is actually small or whether I'm just used to using like jumbo sunscreens these days, which is why this seems very small in comparison. But anyway, I should have taken off the like, oh, actually it came off pretty easily. Okay, there's like a tiny hole, so I won't get like too much product out, which is good, but it looks I want to say a little like curdish. It's not like completely creamy. No scent. I'm gonna go in small sections just to be safe. Going on nicely based on what I can see, so I guess that's a good thing. I just hope that once I get in front of the mirror I don't see like any pilling, because that's gonna ruin the entire mood. Also, I'm getting ready to go for work, so go to work, not go for work, go to work, so I don't want to look weird. You can also see that this has a bit of a cast, I want to say. I don't know if it's going to eventually like settle down and blend in completely, but it's looking a little bit white casty, right? I have a little bit left in my hand, so I'm just gonna apply that on the back of my neck, front of my neck, around like the chest region. It doesn't look bad. in my phone screen, but I want to see it in person. So I'm actually going to look at myself in the mirror and then be back and tell you what I think about it. Okay, looking at myself in the mirror, the only thing I will say is that I should probably test it out with a more creamier moisturizer. The one that I was using today underneath this is the Lactic Alamine's gel moisturizer. If you're using a gel moisturizer, I'm not 100% sure if it will always sit well or not, because I have certain patches where it did not blend in well. So I went in to blend it and it started pilling, mainly around my nose. Everywhere else I think it blended in quite like good, I would say. So it also I think depends on, like, there are different types of gel moisturizers. So maybe with certain ones it'll work well, with others it might not. So far I'm just glad that it's not a fail. It is also not extremely tacky, I would say, like some of the sunscreens, like for example the Pilgrim one, which I recently tried out in my previous 5 days 5 sunscreens video. That one was like really tacky. This one is not as tacky. So I think it's a good option. And also it's new. I think eventually if they come out, like if it becomes a bestseller and if they come out with this in a bigger size, I would prefer that, because I feel like I will go through this very quickly, and it's not very like inexpensive either. It's like 450 rupees for this size. So even with a buy one get one, I still think that the pricing could be better. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on this so far, but I'm going to keep testing it out. I will probably use up the entire thing and then give you a more well-rounded review after testing it out for some time. So yeah. Okay, today I'm going to try out a sunscreen which has been like very highly requested and like it's been recommended, I would say, a lot of times to me. It is the Happier Sundays Ultralight Sunscreen. One of my subscribers suggested me to get this so many times, and it was on my list. I just had a lot of other sunscreens in my collection already, which is why I didn't want to buy more. But now that I finally got it, I was very excited to test it out for you and also share my review. So usually when you guys recommend something to me, I was saying usually I am the one who's recommending stuff to you, but occasionally when it is the other way around, I'm always very curious to see what it's going to be like. I can be a very picky person, and sometimes I do feel bad. Like if you recommend something that I don't like, then I don't want anyone to take it personally, obviously. Now this to me actually does look very similar to the Dermaco, but the subscriber who recommended it said that it's even better. So I'm kind of excited, but yeah, it feels similar to something I have used in the past. I'm just not able to pinpoint which sunscreen I'm thinking of. And also you suggested me to not use a moisturizer underneath. Now currently I do have a moisturizer underneath, but I don't mind using it without moisturizer either. And also, just to let you guys know, I don't have my lenses in right now, so I can't see my phone, I can't see what my face looks like. I'm just going off by blending this in, and first impressions, it definitely does seem nice, but it's not feeling different as compared to like Dermaco or Aqualogica or any of those like thin cream sunscreens which don't lead any kind of a white cast. Also, does this have a fragrance? I thought it doesn't have a fragrance, but it does smell like something. No, it says fragrance free, but yeah, there is some sort of scent to it. I don't know, maybe it's just the natural, like the ingredients. So yeah, I think it's completely blended in. I think so. Again, like I said, I can't see Durka, so I don't know, but yeah, it does seem like it's nice, but I should go to a mirror, look up close, and then I'll tell you. Hey guys, today is our 5th and final day of the 5 days and 5 sunscreens, and I feel like I'm cheating a little bit because all the other products in this video you can actually go and buy if you like any of them, but today's sunscreen is actually a sunscreen sample that I received from a brand, and I'm going to tell you what the product is, and obviously I'm testing out the product as well. But unfortunately you will not be able to buy it till they actually launch the product, so that's the only PSA that I wanted to give you. But I still wanted to share it with you because I am genuinely very excited to try this out, and if it works out then I'm also going to be excited and looking forward to whenever it launches. So I figured I'll still share it with you, and I hope that you guys don't mind. So basically this is an SPF face moisturizer. It is kind of supposed to be like a, there are a lot of actives, so you won't necessarily need a serum before, especially if you're targeting like antioxidants, hyperpigmentation, that kind of thing. There are a bunch of actives in here, but it's mainly supposed to be an SPF moisturizer, so you don't need to use a separate moisturizer and a separate sunscreen. You just have like a 2-in-1 product basically. So I literally have nothing on my face right now, absolutely nothing, because this is going to be my one standalone product, and we're gonna see what it's like. So I'm not gonna show you the okay, how do I do this? Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a yellowish color. This is clearly not enough sunscreen, by the way, but I'm gonna apply it slowly. Okay, it's quite thin, so oily skin people, if you're using this like I am, where this is like your one-step product, it smells like a sunscreen for sure. I'm not a fan of that, but there are so many other pros with just one con, so I guess we'll just have to live with that. But yeah, if you're someone, I feel like most of my friends are like that, like they don't like the whole skincare routine. Even my mom for that matter, they don't like the whole skincare routine. They just want one product that does everything for them. And I know a lot of people will say that a sunscreen is a moisturizer, you don't need to use a separate moisturizer, and I agree. But I just feel like when a product is marketed that way, it makes a little bit of a difference, because it's specifically formulated keeping that in mind. I'm taking the exact same quantity again to do my forehead. I'm also going on my eyes. Now if you have sensitive eyes and you don't go that close, then don't do that. But yeah, I think I took a little bit more than I needed to, because forehead to बहुत थोड़े product में cover हो गया. And this is something you won't be able to do the 2 fingers with. I saw a comment on one of my shorts recently. Okay, now I have a lot of product left, so I'm just going to go on my neck, even my ears actually, for that matter. I didn't apply any on my ears. So I was saying that I saw a comment on a shorts recently of someone telling me that you're not using 2-finger lens, it's not enough. And I wanted to laugh because on most of my other shorts, if you guys have seen the comments, people are like, oh my god, you're using too much sunscreen. And then for the first time in my life, someone is telling me I'm not using enough sunscreen. And I was like, the irony is, it's laughable. But obviously no shade to the person who said that. I could be that person. It's just that I don't comment on other people's content saying such kind of things. But I will always, especially with formulas like these, which are super liquidy, runny, you can't really draw 2 fingers with something like this, because it's just going to be like a whole mess, because it's so liquidy and runny in terms of a formula. So when you come across sunscreens like those, basically what I do is I take a decent amount in my hand, apply it like, you know, like a nice layer basically, and then start blending it in like I just showed you guys. And that's how I determine like what is the right quantity per se. And I think this worked really well. There is a little bit of a shine going on the face, but overall I'm really happy. I mean, it would be so much more economic, cost effective, even like it's a greener option, I want to say, because instead of having 3 separate products that you have to buy, and the packaging of those 3 separate products, if you have just one product that's going to do 3 things for you, you won't have to have 3 individual plastic components, you will just have one. So yes, I'm waiting for this product to launch. I'm very happy so far with the look, and obviously when the product actually launches, I'll tell you what it is, probably in the comments, but then I'll also talk about it in like a new beauty releases referencing this video back, and specifically this clip, so you know what this product is. But that is for this video. I will probably do another 5 days 5 sunscreens very soon. I feel like this one was kind of scattered, like I've been filming each and every single bit and piece of it for months now, but I'm going to finally compile it and post it on YouTube for you guys to see. And obviously if you're watching this, you have already seen it. And I will also probably do another one relatively sooner. This time it will be sooner rather than later, because with some upcoming sales, I'm going to be picking up a lot of the sunscreens which I want to personally test out for you guys. I'm really enjoying testing out sunscreens, so you'll probably see another video like this very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But I'm gonna go now. I'm pretty sure this video is very long any which ways. So yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, bye bye.